Hello guys, thank you very much for joining me. It's Brit Oz here. I'm back for another Armchair Pundit segment. So last one I did was my personal starting 15 for the Lions, and it's actually so far my most viewed video. So thank you all, for those of you who viewed it and liked it, and thanks for the comments. I love it. I love it when you guys comment and like it and the views. It's fantastic. You know, I like to try and respond to all the comments that I get. I really do. Also, guys, thank you very much to those of you who have subscribed. Put up a head of steam with that, which is lovely. Anyway, I'm going to do a bit of a follow-on to that video that I did about my Lions starting 15. I'm going to release my 35-man squad. They might take more. They'll probably take maybe more of a squad of 40. But I've chosen 35 just to keep it fairly simple, plus 4 bolters who, if they play well towards the end of their seasons, may squeak in there. So I've gone for 3 loose heads, 3 hookers, 3 tight heads, 4 second rows altogether, 6 back row, so split between 2 blindside, 2 open, 2 eights, 3 scrum halves, 3 fly arse, 4 wingers left and right, 2 inside centres, 2 outside centres, and 2 fullbacks. So my squad's fairly interchangeable. But I said, given the sort of they've got a fairly hectic tour schedule in the dirt tracker team and playing a lot, and they're playing within a week of getting into New Zealand, you can probably expect more than 35 being picked by Warren Gatland. This team obviously includes the team that I picked as my starting 15, which I will go through as I go through the whole squad. So starting number 1, guys, Makavinapola. He was obviously my starting prop. Great player, still playing very, very well. Alongside him, I've got 2 other guys that are going to tour in my squad. And then we've got Joe Marler of England. He can be a bit of a liability, bit hot-headed, but very, very good player. I think he'll do a very good job. I've got Cian Healy from Ireland as well. Excellent player. Steamrolls people. He'll do very, very well in New Zealand if he's fit. Hookers, Rory Best, obviously. He's going to be my captain as well. Although I already did something a bit stupid on the weekend. I hope not, but great player. I'm going to take Dylan Hartley on my tour as well. Again, leadership. Anything happens to Rory Best, he'll fit in. I wouldn't make him a captain, mind. If anything happens to Rory Best, I wouldn't make Dylan Hartley captain. I don't think he's quite up to that challenge. And also, and this is a bit out from left field, and I think this represents the lack of hookers in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm going to go for Jamie George as my 3rd choice hooker on tour. Whenever he's played for England, he's been outstanding. It's fantastic. Very good player. Number 3, guys, I've got Furlong. Again, he's my starter. Good player. WP Nell is going to be 2nd choice. He's ranked as one of the top props in the world at the moment. I think he's actually missing the 6 Nations due to injury. I hope not. But even so, if he keeps up his club form, I'll definitely pick him. I think he'll go. And then, kind of, again, bit of maybe lack of talent in the area. I've gone for Samson Lee from Wales. Big guy. Absolutely huge. Needs to work on his mobility a little bit, but very good player, very solid at scrum. Second rows, I'll go through my starters first. I've got Richie Gray, Scotland, obviously. Good player, said all about him, very tall, very athletic. Alan Wynne-Jones, again, he'll be my vice-captain. So if anything happens to Roy Best, Alan Wynne-Jones, my vice-captain, definitely. I've gone for an English pair to back up. I did a bit of research, and I was thinking of some of the Irish guys, but I think the English ones have gone on. Joe Launchbury, for me, he has to tour. Every time that guy steps on the field, he plays really well. And George Cruz, how are you supposed to say his name? Again, he's just an animal. The guy is an Alan Wynne-Jones kind of mould. Very big, very physical. Does his job really, really well. Moving into the back row, Itoje of England. He's going to be my starting 6. I don't think actually starting on tour, but he'd be in my 6 anyway. CJ Stander of Ireland. He's going to be his replacement, his backup, in case the plan doesn't work with Itoje. In at 7, guys, I've got Justin Tipperick. He's my starter. Justin Tipperick's backup, guys, is going to be Sean O'Brien. Toe tank. He's as wide as he is tall. Brilliant player. Really good, really solid. Very hard at the breakdown. He works extremely hard. I think he'll do very well in New Zealand. I've gone for Tipperick because simply of his defensive work. The guy just is a tackle machine. Number 8. Billy Vunipola is my starter, and his backup is going to be Jamie Heaslip. Again, Jamie Heaslip is being consistently one of the best 8s in the Northern Hemisphere. He deserves his chance on this tour, definitely. Okay, into the scrum halves, guys. I've chosen 3 of these. Conor Murray is my number 1. If he keeps his form up, I have to wait and see. He got a bit frustrated in the Champions Cup game last weekend. Lashed out a little bit. Can't remember who he was playing against. Maybe Glasgow, I think. They got to him. Particularly his box kicks, they got to him and they ruffled him. He didn't like it. The team came to a bit of a standstill, ground to a bit of a halt when he was disrupted. New Zealand will probably watch that and try and really try and get to him. This is where the other guys might come into play. I've got Ben Youngs of England, very good off the base. I'm not sure how they compare in kicking. Ben Young's kicking has improved a lot. And then my third choice, Rhys Webb from Wales. Very, very good off the base. Scores a lot of tries for a scrum half. He's very, very good, very quick. 3 fly halves in this team, in this squad as well. Farrell's going to be my first choice simply because he's solid. He's just rock solid. Finn Russell, the guy has been playing extremely well and he's very creative, very good player. And if you're in need of points quickly, he's the kind of guy you want to get on the pitch. So he's definitely going to be in my squad. And I wouldn't have thought I said this 12 months ago, but because I thought he'd be up there as my first choice. But Johnny Sexton, he's on the tour. I'm not sure how much game time he'd get. At this point in time, he'd probably be a bit of a dirt tracker. He'd have to show his worth in those midweek games to get him into my test team. But there you go. It's all part of international rugby, I guess. Moving on to the wings, guys. I have got 4 wingers. I'll just brush through them quickly. Anthony Watson was my starting left wing. And now George North is actually back playing. He is going to be on my touring team. I wasn't going to choose him, but I think he's back. I think he'll be fit by the tour. And for me, he has to go on that tour. He has to go. He's an incredible player. Very physical. It's brilliant. My other winger was Liam Williams. Very, very quick. Very good player. Can fill in at fullback. I like him a lot. Good finisher. And my other winger, he's actually Dutch, but he plays for Scotland via Harlequins. Tim Visser. Again, he's in that sort of George North kind of build, kind of role. He's big, physical, very fast winger. Scores a lot of tries. Good finisher. Be more than happy to trust him in my squad. So yeah, Tim Visser gets that last winger's spot for me. Into the inside centre, I went for Robbie Henshaw of Ireland to start with. I will go by the Six Nations, see how he goes. But my backup inside centre is going to be Jamie Roberts. He's been there and done it. He's a little bit one-dimensional, but he's got the experience of winning a couple of Grand Slams. He's won a Lions series, so yeah, he's going to be in there. And his partner in crime is going to be the backup outside centre in Jonathan Davies. So I chose Jonathan Joseph as my starting outside centre. I think he's got the wood on Jonathan Davies at the moment, but Jonathan Davies is going to be breathing down his neck, certainly for that spot, but he's definitely in my squad. I've gone through the right wing. Okay, into the fullback. Stuart Hogg was my starting fullback. He is a very good runner. Very pleased to have him in my team. And my backup fullback, Lee Halfpenny. He was in incredible form in 2013 when the Lions came down to play Australia. Very, very good. He's a very good player. He's playing pretty well for Toulon. It's been all right. One of the reasons why he's probably not starting is I don't necessarily need his goal kicking. They needed it in 2013. We have goal kickers now. Aaron Farrell, absolutely incredible goal kicker. Very good. So that kind of takes a shine a little bit of maybe picking Lee Halfpenny. These are my 4 bolters. These are 4 guys that I think maybe if injury goes their way, if they keep their form up, you never know. These aren't young guys by any means. They're not uncapped either. So the guys that have been there and done it, we'll have to wait and see. And I haven't chosen these guys and whether or not I think they're good tourists because I just don't know them personally. So whether they're good tourists or not, I don't know. Just on how they play the game. So let's start off. Ross Ford at hooker. I'm not sure about his injury status at the minute. He's a very experienced player. So I think he got 102 caps for Scotland. He could definitely be in there or thereabouts. I've got Chris Ashton, believe it or not, on a wing. If he keeps scoring tries at the rate that he's scoring them, then he could well be in that squad. I know he's got a bad reputation in the Premiership, but he's a natural try scorer. The thing that goes against him, as well as his temperament, is the fact he's not played international rugby in probably about 2 years. That's going to go against him, but I would trust him in my team. Keith Earls is another one in the centres. I was debating Jonathan Davies against Keith Earls. I had to go Jonathan Davies simply because he's been there and done it as well. Keith Earls, although he's a very good player, and he can fit on the wing as well. Last one, He's a fullback, Rob Kearney of Ireland. He's had somewhat of a resurgence lately, and I really like him as a player. Could be a swan song. I think he's a very good player. Solid under the high ball, which is what I like. Been there and done it for Ireland, and I think he could do it for the Lions. Well, guys, let me know what you think of my squad. Do you agree with it? Who would you put in? Would you take anyone out? I've had comments from up in Scotland down to New Zealand. Let's have those again, guys. Please give a like if you liked the video. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Maybe things you want me to add. And subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more. Thank you very much.